The 5 worst things that GTA Online players do during PvP fights. I'm sure it's not just me, but these things are so annoying when you're trying to have a fight with someone in online. As I go through these, I will give some ways that I think Rockstar could fix them so they're not as annoying. And I do hope Rockstar end up balancing some of these things because I don't think they should happen in the game. Now, number 5, we'll start with an easy one. This is something that is very easy to handle and to deal with, but people who use armored Kurumas and they try and drive by shoot you, like really? I would say this really isn't that relevant nowadays because of all the new and crazier vehicles that people can use to grief with, but there are some people that still occasionally use the armored Kuruma and try and mow you down. It's like, why? I'm just gonna pull out my RPG or something and blow you up. Yeah, I'll have to pay the damages and that kind of sucks, but it is very easy to take care of these people. Now, the way they could fix this is on all weaponized vehicles and all armored vehicles, they could just remove the insurance. I know that may end up sucking for a lot of people, like if you just use these vehicles to not grief in, but most of the time, I would say you get charged with blowing up someone's car even though they started the fight. So that's number 5. Number 4. Does anyone else freaking hate when people use the auto sniper? Look, it's a game, you do whatever you want, but oh my god, it's like you're trying to have a sniper battle with someone and they just bust out the auto sniper and mow you down because it's so easy to use. I hate that. I don't think it takes much skill to use it. You basically aim, strafe back and forth, and mow the guy down. Pretty simple. And it's just very annoying. You know, whatever happened to the good old days when people followed the unwritten rules of battle? Someone is trying to snipe at you with the heavy sniper. You bust out a heavy sniper and try and snipe them back. But no, their precious KD is all that matters. Now, the way they could totally fix this, and it's so easy, make it so where when you aim down with the sniper, you can't strafe back and forth. It may be a little annoying, and it may take some time to get used to, but think about it. Snipers really shouldn't be used in like a close quarters combat situation, so if Rockstar made it where people couldn't strafe back and forth, or maybe you move just super slowly, then that would fix the problem. Number 3, and this is also sniper related, but those freaking people who sit on top of the buildings in the game with their thermal vision on their explosive sniper and then just shoot anyone who comes near you. I do like the explosive sniper for certain occasions, but Rockstar really made a mistake when they added it to the game. It is just too easy to use and blow people up. I mean, they don't even really need to hit you and your vehicle will explode if it's not explosive resistant, which if you're in a supercar or a sport car or on a bike, none of those are. So it'll just take one little explosive shot that's relatively near you and you get blown up. Now again, it's a game, so you can play however you want to play. And honestly, the people who sat up there, or the people who still sit up in buildings and snipe people without the explosive sniper, I'm fine with that. You know, hey, if you get a shot off of me as I'm driving away, kudos to you. You're a good shot. But the people that use the thermal vision with the explosive sniper, and there's a glitch with the thermal vision that allows you to shoot through buildings. It's just too easy to use that combination, and it is so annoying, and I just don't think that should be allowed in the game. Now, a way to combat this, you could do what I do sometimes. You go into passive mode, and then you go annoy them. Like you bust out a Savage or a Buzzard or something, and you just go in passive mode and just hover next to them, because they have to keep an eye on you, because you can come out of passive mode at any point and easily kill them. So you sort of mess up their game plan that way. Now, as for what Rockstar could do, I don't exactly know. I mean, maybe they could nerf how far the explosive sniper bullets go. I mean, that sounds like an easy enough solution. I would imagine an explosive sniper bullet would be pretty heavy, so maybe it stops at a certain point, and that would limit the damage they could do. But it is very annoying to have those people that are just sitting there and don't freaking move. Now, number 2, this is one of the most annoying things in the game, and it happens when people are in weaponized vehicles. You ever come across one of those tryhards that mows you down with the explosive cannon from their Hydra, and then when you go and fight them back, they go in passive mode? It's like, really? That should not be an option. You can't go in passive mode in the $5 million golden plane, which has no weapon capabilities. Yet you can go in passive mode in a Hydra or in any of the other weaponized aircraft or weaponized vehicles. The simple solution is to make it so where you can't go into passive mode while you're in any sort of weaponized vehicle. Now, if you want to be a troll to troll them back, what I like to do, if you see someone doing this, put a bounty on them. Now, unfortunately, you can only put one bounty on them every 48 minutes, so if they do die by someone else, that kind of sucks. But if you put a bounty on them, they have to get killed by another player before they can go back into passive mode. But I just think that's one of the worst things that people do, like especially if they're in a Valkyrie, you have the pilot just hovering over the passive mode button, so if they get locked onto or if they get shot at, he just instantly hits the passive mode button, and then you can't kill him. It's just a very broken mechanic that I hate to see in the game. And then that brings us to number one, the worst thing that players do. And I don't know how sad people's lives are that they have to care about their KD in a video game, especially GTA, a game that's not even really about PvP. But when people intentionally suicide or take the easy way out when they're in a fight, they'll kill you once, they'll initiate the fight, they'll kill you, and then when you try and kill them back, they'll just keep committing suicide. And it's so annoying. There are a few ways Rockstar can go about resolving this issue. One, the easiest way, make it so where when you suicide or when you die, that counts against your KD. I would say 95% of the people that play the game don't care about their KD, so who cares if a death counts towards it? I don't even know the last time I looked at mine. That's how little I care. This isn't Call of Duty. Another way, another easy way, take it out the game. They're probably not going to do that because there are some people that like that and blah, 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 but it's an easy solution. Take the KD out or don't show it. It doesn't need to be there. Like I said, this isn't Call of Duty, it's GTA. Another way, make it so where when you suicide, that counts as bad sport. If you have enough people that constantly commit suicide in PvP fights, make it so where they all get put into a lobby with one another. So no one ever gets a kill. They just kill themselves constantly. It's a perfect solution. Or another way, another probably more realistic way, if you constantly kill yourself, that should come with a penalty. So the first time you do it, no problem. But then you do it again and you have to wait 30 seconds. If you do it again, you have to wait a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes and so on and so forth. And then after a set time, like after 5 minutes of not committing suicide, then it resets. The problem with this solution though is that people could just throw grenades at the ground, because I've seen people do that too, because apparently killing yourself intentionally like that doesn't count towards your KD as well. So instead of going to the interaction menu, they'll just blow themselves up with a grenade or a RPG. But having some sort of cooldown time on that easy way out suicide option, I think is the least they could do. Because at least when you're blowing yourself up with grenades and stuff, the game takes like 5 or so away every time you die. So there is some trade-off there. But please tell me I'm not the only one who absolutely hates this mechanic. I know some people use the suicide option as a way to help them out. Like if they have cops on them when they're in a PvP fight, yeah, that's totally fine. But to just kill yourself to spawn in a new location so the person that you got in a fight with can't kill you or doesn't kill you, that is just sad, man. It's just sad. It's a video game. Why take a stat in a video game so seriously? I will never understand people that do that. But those are the 5 worst things that try-hard GTA Online players do during PvP fights that I just cannot stand. And I really hope Rockstar do fix this in some way. I know game's been out 4 years. Rockstar probably aren't too concerned with this sort of issue, but it is so annoying. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. Does any of this stuff annoy you as well? And if there's something else that annoys you, let us know. But thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Maybe share it with Rockstar if you agree with anything I said, because maybe on the off chance Rockstar do decide to change some stuff. You know, remember a couple years ago they added the mental stat where if you kill enough people, your icon goes red. Now, unfortunately, that really does nothing in the game. I don't think anyone really cares about that. So it ultimately didn't work, but at least they tried something. So maybe they can do that again. But anyways, as always, I will see you guys in the next one.